Hey, ladies and gentlemen, we're back. We're back again. We're back again for the late show. How are you? I currently right now do not have an update on Gregory Lynn. The jury is still deliberating today, probably going through that 5 hours of video and then trying to figure out what direction they want to go. It seems like it's going to take a while, maybe tomorrow. We'll see. It's currently just before 2 p.m. local time. There's still a couple of hours left in the day. I would be shocked if we got a announcement this afternoon, but hey, crazier things have happened. So we're going to talk about this case instead, which is out of Somerville and North Charleston Police Department. It is a man accused of hacking a man to death with a machete on Wednesday. Seems like he had an interesting day out. Let's watch the video, then we'll talk about it.
Thanks for joining us, everyone. I'm Ann McGill. That breaking news just into our Live 5 newsroom. North Charleston police have arrested a man who they say hacked another man to death with a machete. This happened just before 3 o'clock this afternoon at a construction site off of Palmetto Commerce Parkway. Now, investigators believe the victim and the other man were both employees for the company and got into an argument. Witnesses told police the suspect pushed the man to the ground and then started cutting him with a machete. Police caught up with that suspect on the sidewalk, and he pulled out the machete after he was confronted, according to officers. Officers have identified that suspect as 33-year-old Tyrone Clayton Campbell. We do not yet have his mugshot. He is charged with murder and possession of a weapon during a violent crime.
Today is Father's Day, and for a first time,
I don't think today is Father's Day. I don't believe. I think this lady might be wrong. It looks like here the man Tyrone Campbell, 33 of Somerville, is charged with murder and possessing of a weapon during a violent crime. Officers were called to the construction site at 3471 Trade Center Court off Palmetto Commerce Parkway just before 3 p.m. Wednesday. They said Campbell and the victim were temporary employees of the company and got into an argument. Campbell then stood over the victim and swung the machete around. Jacob said when Campbell was approached by police, he pulled the weapon out of his bag and officers used a taser to subdue him. He was booked into the detention center. A booking photo was not currently available, but we might be able to find it. Let's see if we can find it from WCBD News 2. Do they have it? Nope. Let's see, maybe this one here.
just into our newsroom tonight, the North Charleston Police Department has arrested a man accused of murdering another person with a machete. Officers say it happened just before 3 o'clock at a construction site off of Palmetto Commerce Parkway. We are told 33-year-old Tyrone Campbell and the victim were temporary employees of a company, and they got into an argument.
And that's when the police report says Campbell pushed the victim and began assaulting him with a machete. When officers confronted Campbell, according to the report, he pulled the machete out of a bag and refused to drop it. Officers tased him and took him into custody. Campbell is charged with murder and possession of a weapon during a violent crime. Stay with News 2 for more details.
One day.
There we go. No booking photo though. Let's see if I can track one down. Maybe this one? Yeah, maybe. No, it really doesn't have one. They show a photo, but it's not. I don't think that's him. I think it's related to a different story. Must be related to a different story. Sometimes the cache online does not work. I don't know. Maybe it's used at the work site to, I don't know, chop things. I have no idea. But it sounds like he had a very eventful day, murdering a coworker. I mean, I don't know. Maybe he woke up that morning and he was like, "That's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to go murder my coworker over a petty argument." Some people are just like that. It's pretty awful. it's not something you'd hope to see at a work site. Everyone deserves to go home from work. Doesn't matter what you do. And to lose your life just trying to earn $1 is pretty crap. I have no idea what that means, but sure. Okay, here we go. Let's talk about this. Yeah, no booking photo available. I like that they tasered him to subdue him. They're like, wait, don't not grab the weapon. I already have the taser out. Go on, just touch it. Just touch the machete. Just once. Oh, he did. There we go. Taser him. I find the use of a taser interesting in this situation. I'm surprised they didn't shoot him, being that he had a weapon and already hacked at a coworker. I'm surprised they did not. All right, let's move on. That was a quick little story. That's all I have on that. I tried looking for more, but that's about it. What? Who's sending me this? Okay, someone sent me something out of... Wait, I don't even know what state this is. Hold on. Okay. 2 people found dead at a home in Voluntown after 911 caller says she's sorry. I'm often sorry when I call 911 as well. All right. Hey, we don't want to go to Facebook.
But first, we're following breaking news right now in Voluntown. There's a major police investigation unfolding right now on Hell Hollow Road. Authorities have lifted a shelter-in-place order for neighbors living nearby.
And police say 2 people are dead. This just came out recently. We're sending it now to NBC Connecticut's Jeremy Chen. He's live near the scene. He just spoke to police not too long ago. Jeremy.
Yeah, that's right, Mike and Keisha. Right now, we are able to confirm from state police that 2 people have been found dead by investigators. One is a man and one is a woman. Where we are standing right now is a little bit a ways from where the actual scene is, but was actually where state police spoke with us. And this is what we do know so far, according to them. They say just after 11:30 this morning, they found a man on the ground on the driveway, unresponsive with visible injuries after a 911 call. Now, they did attempt to, through a PA system, to contact anyone who may be inside the home. There was no response. They did send a drone inside the house where they found a woman dead with visible injuries. Now, later on, the shelter-in-place call that was put in place originally is now being lifted as we speak, and Major Crimes has taken over the investigation. As far as the IDs of the man and the woman, that has not been released at this time, and it's still unclear what the relationship between them is, which state police say remains under investigation. Whether it was a murder-suicide, police say that is also still under investigation. They do say the 911 call was from a woman's voice. They just said there was an emergency. They gave an address, and then the call disconnected. She also said sorry on the call. Now, as far as any sort of guns at the home, again, that is under investigation. This is what state police say right now about this stage of the investigation that's been going on.
Now that the scene is calm and we know that there is nobody that is in danger, Major Crime will have to go through their due process in conducting that investigation. So it could take some time yet.
Again, state police have a death investigation involving 2 people, 1 man and 1 woman reported dead at this point. We don't have their identities, but if we do get any more information, we'll be sure to share that with you on air and online at NBCConnecticut.com and the NBC Connecticut app. Live in Griswold, Jeremy Chen, NBC Connecticut News.
Well, that is a confronting scene. Hold on, I'm just trying to find more information. But they're saying state troopers arrived at the home around 11:30 a.m. and found a man dead in the driveway with visible injuries. Troopers unsuccessfully tried to make contact with a woman they believed was in the house, finally sent a drone through an open door several hours later. Video from the drone showed an unresponsive woman on the stairway. Troopers entered the home just before 4 p.m. and determined the woman was deceased. Then they lifted the shelter-in-place order that they had earlier. I'm trying to find out if there's a name here. Hold on. Investigation underway 40 minutes ago. Still no name given. Let me have a look. Hell Road, Voluntown. I've never even heard of this town before, and we've read about hundreds of stories. Let me see if there's anything on Twitter. Not really. Yeah, not really. Just those details that have come out, and this.
We're following some developing news out of Eastern Connecticut right now. That's where police are investigating after 2 people were found dead at a home in Voluntown. Channel 3 Eyewitness News reporter Aaliyah Red has the latest.
You just never hear about this stuff, especially in the quiet corner of the state.
Voluntown was anything but quiet today.
At one time, I had seen about 8 cop cars go down.
This after a 911 call at 11:30 this morning. According to state police, the woman who called was brief, only saying emergency, the address, and sorry. When police arrived at 270 Hell Hollow Road, they found a man dead in the driveway.
Male was found to be unresponsive with visible injuries and was later pronounced deceased on scene.
Police launched a massive search for the woman. They shut down roads and told people living within a 1-mile radius to stay indoors. Just before 4 p.m., police flew a drone inside the home and found a woman dead on the stairs.
Identities of the deceased parties will be released at a later time.
Police have not said how the man and woman are connected or how they died, but neighbors tell us the pair lived together.
Like I said, they were both nice, but that doesn't mean anything when you're, outside of the family. You don't know what happens inside people's houses.
State police have turned the investigation over to the Eastern District Major Crime Squad. Neighbors are hoping their once quiet town returns to just that.
You never know what could happen, It's just one of them things that happens every day, everywhere, but usually not. I never seen it happen here.
The shelter in place was lifted, and police are saying that there is no longer an active threat to people in the area. In Voluntown, Aaliyah Red, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
Seems a little odd for the man to be found on the driveway. You try and... Did the woman who called 911, did she kill the guy? Or did the guy kill her and then kill himself? I'm not sure. It seems a little odd for him to end up on the driveway unless he killed her, walked out the front, and then took his own life. But I'm just trying to go through it in my own head to see if we can find a pattern or something. But a man and a woman were found dead in a home in Eastern Connecticut on Wednesday after the woman called 911 to report an emergency at the address, then apologized before disconnecting the call. Maybe she was under threat from the male. Maybe he had a firearm or something pointed at her, and she was in duress at the time when making the phone call. And then he ended up killing her after she got off the call with 911. Then he went out the front and... Yeah, maybe that's the way it worked. Yeah, it did, Marcelina. Did, just in your area. In Connecticut. It was, but there doesn't seem to be a lot of information about who they are or why it happened. A man and woman found dead in Connecticut. Let me just search this phrase and see if we get anything more. Fox 61, maybe? Let's have a look at Fox 61.
The closest we can get.
Here. Says a man and woman were found dead at a home in Voluntown Wednesday, and the shelter in place order has now been lifted. Personnel from Troop E Montville were dispatched to the home on Hell Hollow Road. After receiving a 911 call from the woman gave the address of the home and said, "Emergency, I'm sorry," before hanging up. A man was found dead in the driveway. After pinging the cell phones of the residents who lived in the home, state police said they received a signal from a woman's cell phone from within the residence. A drone was used to fly inside one of the windows in the home and found the woman dead in the stairwell. Apparently, the investigation has been turned over to Eastern Major District Crime Squad, and that the identities of those who died will be released at a later time. There is no ongoing threat to the public. Yeah, that's interesting. It's interesting that if it was an abuse situation, that she was able to even get to a phone. They may never have been found without that phone call. So, yeah, I don't get a lot of true crime out of Connecticut. Not that often. Not that often. Let's see. Yeah, it is a bit weird. Hold on, guys. All right, there we go. Actually, my voice is getting a little croaky today. I don't know why. All right, 10:30. I don't think we're going to get much more out of that one, especially if they won't give us a name. It makes it very hard to find more information. All right, let's see what else I got. Yeah, we could do this one. Shall we go to KHOU in Texas? They always got a crime story. Always got a crime story. Every day. Poor Texans. They said, "You took my baby away. Mother of 12-year-old found strangled in a creek, left devastated, angry." They said, "I'm angry that they took advantage of her. She was so young. She hasn't told her 5-year-old son yet that his sister isn't coming home." They said, "We've learned more about the little girl who was strangled on Monday and left in a North Houston creek. Her name was Jocelyn. She was 12 years old. Her family wants justice for whoever killed the child, who was always smiling." Their parents said, "They took away my firstborn. I was a teen mom. She helped me grow and mature," Jocelyn's mother Alexis told them. "She turned into a beautiful, beautiful young lady." She described Jocelyn as spunky, goofy, and loving. "I'm angry that they took advantage of her. She was so young. She was 12. You took my baby away. You took her away. Now I get to let her brother know his older sister is never coming home." Okay, let's have a look at the video.
Images showing a 12-year-old girl in a convenience store the last time she was seen alive.
Yeah, this was just hours before the body of Jocelyn Nungary was found in a bayou in North Harris County. Authorities say Jocelyn died of strangulation, and they're now looking for two persons of interest seen in the store with her that night. Today, we talked to Jocelyn's mother, who tells us she wants those responsible to be brought to justice.
I'm like angry that they took advantage of her. She's so young. She's 12. You took my baby away. Now I get to let her brother know her sister is never coming home.
The family has set up a GoFundMe to help with the expenses. We have a link on our website, khou.com. You know what? You couldn't ask for a better.
I have some more information. Hold on, I'm just going to load it. Where is it? Come on. Nope, that's Voluntown. All right, here. Click to Houston. I wanted to show you this. So this is a photo of her. The other photo has the red hair that you see in the video. This one, she's got long brown hair. And the Houston Police Department said she had snuck out of the family's apartment off Rankin Road sometime between 12 p.m. and 12 a.m. Around 3 a.m. Monday, Alexa says Jocelyn's cat was going crazy, but thought the cat was with her daughter since she sleeps with her pet at night. It wasn't until Alexis woke up around 6 a.m. and started her normal routine to wake up the 5-year-old son and Jocelyn that she noticed that Jocelyn was missing and that her phone was also missing. She said she looked everywhere around the house, walked around the apartment complex, and then got into her car. Alexis reportedly pinged her daughter's cell phone, which traced back to the creek where she ran and saw police officers canvassing the area. She said she told officers that her daughter was missing, and it wasn't until an hour later that she received a call that it was, in fact, her daughter. Around 6 a.m. on Monday, a woman said she called 911 to report the child's body in the water, and the Houston Police Department dive team responded and recovered her body. The Harris County Institute of Forensic Science ruled that the 12-year-old died from strangulation on Tuesday. Medical examiners confirmed Wednesday that the body was indeed Jocelyn's. Houston Police Department released surveillance photos from 7-Eleven convenience store where the girl was last seen. In these images, investigators say 2 persons of interest they would like to question in connection with the girl's death. Okay. Right there. This fella here walking next to a 12-year-old, 12. And there's another photo of a person they would like to look at. These 2 people, so that's a female. That's not her, right? Or is that her? It looks like her with the red hair, but see, up here. It sort of looks like that haircut, but I don't know. Alright, hold on. I guess it probably is her. That guy looks older. Like, I don't know, 25? Could be even older than that, 30? He looks quite old. Alright. Let's see if we can find that CCTV. Let me pause that.
Tonight, the mother of a 12-year-old girl found dead in a creek is angry, heartbroken, and begging for justice.
Jocelyn Nungare has been identified as a child whom Houston police say was murdered after sneaking out of her home. KPRC2's Bryce Newberry has been on that story all week long, and he's live now at HPD headquarters with that family's emotional words.
Daniela and Keith, her uncle tells me she brightened the room every time she came around. Tonight, investigators tell me they are getting tips in this murder investigation and following up on them, but so far, nothing worthwhile. Jocelyn's family says they will not sleep until justice is served. The search for who killed 12-year-old Jocelyn Nungare is about to enter its 4th day.
I'm like angry that they took advantage of her. She's so young.
Her mother, Alexis, couldn't hold back tears, telling our Corley Peel she hopes someone will recognize these persons of interest police have identified.
I want them to face everything they put her through and more and worse.
This is Jocelyn with one of the men police want to talk to. Her mother doesn't recognize him. The image captured outside this 7-Eleven off Rankin Road around 12:15 a.m. Monday. Police say she snuck out of her apartment sometime after 10 Sunday night.
Unfortunately, her making this decision just costed her life.
Her mom didn't realize until the next morning when she tracked her phone to this creek just a short walk from home.
I really think.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. What did the mom just say? That she said, my daughter's decisions cost her her life. No, 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 no. I know she's going through grief and she's lost her daughter. We're not going to be mean to her. But no. We blame the man. If this is the guy who killed her, it's not her fault. It's that guy's fault. That guy's the adult in the situation. She's a child. No, 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 no. She's a young kid. Kids make mistakes. Predators kill children. That's the end. I get it. She's probably not slept. She's going crazy because her daughter's just been killed. So I'm not going to bash her for saying that. I'm just saying it's not the right thing to say. It should be. We should be looking for this asshole. Where is he? Hold on. I have more on him. I'll get it. Actually, I have the photos right here. I have the photos right here. Let me start uploading. Here we go. Where's this guy? Find this guy. This is the guy that took her life away, potentially, allegedly, whatever. This guy right here, Mr. Pink Shirt. Mr. Pink Shirt and dumb hat. Find him. It's bloody 2000 and... What is it? 2024? Looks like something you'd wear in the 90s. He looks older. He's got a bit of a belly too. You can see here, he's got like a bit of a gut. I would suggest he looks a little older, but it could be deceiving in the photo. Then this kid here looks young, a little bit younger, but the one in the middle looks a little older. Mr. Pink Shirt. I wouldn't suggest this is a teenager. I would suggest this is a man, a man 20 to 35 maybe? I'd be surprised if he was under 20. Right. The crime here is that someone killed her. The crime is not the fact that she got out of home at midnight. That's just dumb crap that kids do all the time. I did it. You guys probably did it. I snuck out to meet heaps of girls when I was younger. Heaps of times. Girls over rules at home was like an easy decision. It was like girls win every time. Where is Mr. Pink Shirt? I actually have an update from 23 minutes ago from another news agency. I want to bring it up. Where is it? It's ABC. Here. 12-year-old found strangled in North Houston Creek was caught with the wrong people, her mum says. More information is coming out about the death of a 12-year-old girl after her body was discovered in a creek in North Houston on Monday. She was found off West Rankin Road near the North Freeway, walking distance from where she lives. After investigators believe she snuck out of her home around 10 p.m. on Sunday, her mother last saw her when she went to bed. ABC 13 obtained surveillance camera images that appear to show Jocelyn's last moments alive. On Wednesday, ABC spoke to Jocelyn's grandmother, who told us, "We really want justice for her. We are asking for everyone's help." She described her as an incredibly kind and loving girl. The family recently came back from their annual vacation at Garner State Park. Later in the day, ABC 13 spoke to the girl's mother, Alexis. She said, "She's meant to be here. She's supposed to be here. She had aspirations for life. She loved everyone, was so kind, the greatest friend, very goofy." Alexis doesn't believe she knew the men caught on the surveillance camera. She's not one to be aggressive and be like, "Stop talking to me," she said. She's very shy and quiet and keeps to herself. I felt like maybe she didn't want to be rude, and that's why she was pacing back and forth and safely get away from the situation. She unfortunately got caught with the wrong people at the wrong time. Jocelyn was reportedly talking to her 13-year-old boyfriend on the phone around midnight when he heard her talking with two adults. Ding. Alexis added that she tracked her daughter's phone to a nearby skate park when she realized she was missing. Tuesday evening, the HPD released pictures of two male persons of interest in the case. There will be a report issued shortly with very bad, horrific circumstances, according to the mayor. Investigators have been searching for surveillance video that will help lead them to the killer. Billy Jackson was driving home from dropping her husband off at work on Monday morning when she says she made the disturbing discovery. "I drove past. When I looked up the creek, I thought I saw a mannequin. I did a U-turn and stopped on the bridge, put my flashes on, looked down, and realized it was someone. I parked right here and called 911 immediately." By the way, well done to that woman. What's her name? Billy Jackson. Billy Jackson, what a great community member you are. To have that foresight to be like, let me just have a look at that first and do my bit as a great civic-minded person and try and be a great community person. What a great lady. On Tuesday night, Houston police posted on X, formerly known as Twitter, a surveillance photo of two male persons of interest that I've shown them on the screen. They said, our homicide detectives want to speak with two male persons of interest regarding the death of a 12-year-old female. If you recognize them, call HPD Homicide at 713-308-3600. There's a news briefing. All right, let's have a look at that in a minute. Yeah, they just said anyone urging them to call them with information. All right, City of Houston. Surveillance photos of persons of interest in the death of female found at 400 West Rankin Road. Female is 12, pending verification by the Harris County Institute of Forensic Sciences. Yeah, same photos. There we go. Oh, that's a good shot. Maybe someone will recognize the facial features of this guy. Looks like he's got a beard and a goatee or mustache. He's wearing a, I want to say that's a baseball cap, but I can't be sure. I don't follow baseball. Sonny's, and I'm going to call him Mr. Pink Shirt from now on. He's Mr. Pink Shirt. His shirt may be white, but it looks pink in the photos. And that's it. That's it from the HPD surveillance videos. They want to speak to these two men right here. Although I do suspect the one in the black shirt to be younger than the one in the middle here. This one looks more like late teens, maybe early 20s. This one looks older, the one in the middle. What a horrible thing. Oh, you guys can't see it? Fuck. Ping. Ping. Why are you so useless? Alright, hold on. I'll get it for you. Oh, it's because of the photo. There you guys go. You guys... It doesn't matter. It's the same photos anyway. SA. That's what I'm thinking. It's the same picture that I showed you. See? I'll show you. It's the same one. And then that one. And then that one. Same one. Mine are a bit better quality. Mine are a bit higher resolution. There's a photo. Where is it? There's another photo of her and she's holding a drink. Hold on. Let me find it. That to me suggests she doesn't look very comfortable. Where is that one with her? Here. This one. Let me upload this for you. This photo speaks to me that says like she looks uncomfortable. This one. Almost like, I don't know. I just get this weird feeling like she doesn't want to be there or something, or she's trying to seem like she's busy. Maybe so they don't harass her, or I don't know. It's just a guess. It's the same photo. Guys, it's the same photo. The photos I'm showing you above it are the same ones. Like I said, they're just better quality. That's why I'm using these ones. Because you can see more in them compared to the ones that are on the website. The website are smaller and they're a bit more fuzzy. Yeah, he definitely has a beard. Definitely has a beard. There you go. You can see there. Definitely has a beard, or... I struggle with thinking if he has a full beard or just like a goatee type thing with a mustache. Sort of like what I have. His is a bit darker than mine. I've got red. He's got dark. He's got black or dark or brown. It's weird. In one photo, it looks like it doesn't go up the sideburns here. But in this photo... Where is it? In this photo, in the doorway, it sort of does, but it's hard to tell. And then in this photo, it looks like it stops around his jawline here. And it doesn't go up to the ear like mine does. Mine goes all the way up. But his one looks like it stops sort of there around the top of the bottom jaw. Interesting. Interesting. Hey, Legal Hunting, how are you? Is she talking to her boyfriend? Maybe that information said That information said when she was talking to the boyfriend heard that she was talking to 2 adults. So maybe that's the point where she was on the phone with the boyfriend? Maybe? Let's have a look. I'm just trying to see if there's any more information online. Yeah, I find this interesting. Rose, if you guys know Rose, 109 Lulu on Twitter, she often has some good points. She says, "Is this the best they can come up with? Why no clear photo from when he stepped away from the door frame? Why not show us all the footage of the CCTV?" That is a really good point, and I would like to know why they don't want to show that like the full, like the 3 cameras. Is there something on there that they don't want to disclose just yet? There might be something on there that they want to keep for when they actually find these guys. Maybe there's something on there that would prove something to them. Oftentimes they have what they call a keep back, and that footage might be a keep back for a reason. I don't know why, but there might be a reason for it. Let's see. Yeah, I don't. Hmm. I want to know who's speaking to 12-year-old girls at midnight. Midnight on a Sunday. Fossun's mum says hopefully the FBI can enhance well enough to see the tats on the other guy's sleeve. I agree. She has closed body language, either uncomfortable or not wanting people around her to hear her talking. Yeah, it's something like that. I can't quite. I'm not a girl, so but I've dated enough of them to know when they're uncomfortable with something. Uh, yeah, she just seems like doesn't want to be bothered, or can't quite find the right words, but she doesn't either not happy with the situation or just not sort of trying to block everything out. I'm not sure. Something like that. I can't quite get it, but exactly. And it looks like they walked through that door. So why, again, why did they not release that? I find that, of course, a 7-Eleven in Texas, of all places, probably has 50 CCTV cameras. I'm almost sure of it. I've been to Texas. I've been in these big service stations, and there is cameras freaking everywhere. So I wouldn't be surprised if there's got to be more. There's probably something that we just don't know yet. That's what I'm getting. They would have if they were driving, they would have a make and model of a vehicle. So I don't know. I think they know a little bit more than they're letting on right now. Maybe they're trying to give them the chance to hand themselves in. Maybe they don't want like a violent confrontation with 2 guys, and they're like, let's see if we put pressure, will they just hand themselves in? We'll give it a couple of days. If they don't, we'll send the teams after them. I don't know about that, but Angela says if they went inside, they'll have better they've either got pictures of inside, or if they had a vehicle, they would definitely have the vehicle, because a lot of people do those gas runs. Like they'll go there, fill up the car, and just take off, or things like that. So they will always have cameras pointing towards the pumps, always. Yeah, that's what I think. I think they probably have a good idea of who these 2 guys are, want to put pressure on them to find out if they'll break and come and hand themselves in for questioning. If not, then they'll just send the full force after them once they have a layout of what happened. I've seen that done before in other cases. Hold on. All right, there we go. Much better, less croaky. All right. Yeah, I think they'll probably just send the full team after them when they are ready. I actually, the Houston Police Department has been on the first 28, the first 24 or whatever, a bunch of times. Like half of their seasons are based around the Houston Police Department, and you get a fairly good idea of how they operate. So if you haven't watched the not the first 48, if you haven't watched a lot of those, go watch it because you will definitely get a great understanding of how they track down homicide suspects very quickly. They are really good with it. Oh, really? That's interesting. Thanks, Laura. Wow, I don't remember this one. I've seen a lot of unsolved mysteries, but not that one. All right, I'm going to show you this from Laura. Hold on. Does anyone remember this from Unsolved Mysteries? I've almost seen every episode of that, and I don't remember that one. Hold on. Yeah, I don't remember this girl. Heather Unbehan? I'm probably pronouncing that wrong. Let me see if I can get something for you. Here we go. Wait, this is old. They're saying they found her in 2023. Hold on. Yeah, this is old, but I appreciate it. It says here, accused of abducting her own daughter from an Illinois suburb 6 years ago. 6 years ago? It must be on the new Unsolved Mysteries. Has turned herself in, ending a high-profile case. She's now in custody at the Kane County Adult Justice Center in Illinois, facing abduction charges without bail. Days before her surrender, Kayla was found safe in North Carolina and reunited with her custodial father. Heather was arrested in North Carolina on a fugitive warrant from Illinois for kidnapping and child abduction. Initially held on a $250,000 bond, she was released after posting bail on Tuesday, according to the police department spokesperson. Kayla was abducted on July 4th, 2017, after a parade in Illinois. Heather told Kayla's father, Ryan, they were going camping, but oh yeah, I know this one now. They were going camping but never returned. A felony warrant was issued for Heather's arrest. That's right, her father was in Unsolved Mysteries. That's now I know. I've watched far too many true crime shows and I often forget what I've watched. The breakthrough came when someone in Asheville recognized Kayla from Netflix's Unsolved Mysteries and alerted authorities. Those shows, I know a lot of people hate them, but they really have done a lot of good. Unsolved Mysteries, America's Most Wanted, the other one they do, I can't remember what it's called. It's in my list here. Hold on. What's that other one they do? It's on right now. They're doing a new season. Hold on. I don't know. I can't find it. I've got hundreds of shows on my computer. It might be in my list here. Let's have a look. Normally comes out on a Thursday, I think. In Pursuit with John Walsh. That one's pretty good. I kind of like that one. Anything that has cases that need to be solved. It really does. It helps open up people to seeing faces or like people who need to be found, and people consume and remember things for different reasons, depending on the time of day, depending on where they are. So they may even see a news report about this girl, right, during the day, they'll just forget. They'll just be like, "Oh yeah, whatever. There's a lost girl or whatever," and then they'll come home. They might watch America's Most Wanted, get really gripped on the episode, and be like, "Oh my god, I've seen that girl before somewhere," and then it becomes embedded, and who knows? Maybe they see the mum somewhere. You know, when I'm not doing true crime, I'm often watching stuff that's completely outside of crime. Yeah, his son Callahan, right? Uh, he is sort of. I have some problems with the way he interviews sexual assault people. He interviewed a young girl that was sexually assaulted, and I wasn't a fan of the way he interviewed her. It came off very cold. He tried to sound sympathetic, but it came off as very fake, and I wasn't really that impressed. But he has done some really good work in other cases. Hey Trisha, good morning from Dundee, Scotland, Mr. Ping. Hope you have a good morning over there. Hope it's a nice warm day. No more snow. I bet you're sick of the white snow. Hope it's nice and warm over there in Scotland. Actually, where's our other Scottish friend? Hey, we've got a few people from Scotland. It's interesting. Hey Summers, how are you? It is summer today. Evil Alaska says, I really, really want new coverage and look into the Jalaic Rainwalker. Okay. I did a little bit on it. There's really not anything to, like, if there was something I could, if there was something not interesting, if there was just new information, I would do it. But we did a bit on it a while ago, and it's really at a weird point in its investigation. It's sort of gone really quiet, and it's a shame because I think it's solvable. I think people know what happened to her. Yeah, I think people know what happened. You have to spell my name right though, okay, Leisha? Otherwise I'll call you Lusha. Do you want me to call you Lusha with the U? I can. Hanging in there. Your mum was born in Glasgow? I don't think my mum was born in Glasgow. But maybe your mum. Alright, let's keep going. Let's see what else I got. Let's see if I've got one more for the night. Actually, let me just check the Greg Lynn thing. No update. They are really taking their time. No update today out of the Greg Lynn trial so far today. Nothing. Very quiet. Could be a long deliberation. Could be a very long. Okay, we could do this. No, we're not going to do that one. Okay. Da. I'm just trying to see what else I have on the list. Okay. Okay, WIS. Nathan Ginter. Who is Nathan Ginter? Kentucky police search for woman possibly helping South Carolina fugitive convicted of abusing child. Hey, we all like a good fugitive run. We always like to see them get tracked down. Nathan Ginter. Let me search his name first. Oh, 3 hours ago, U.S. Marshals increased reward for fugitive last seen in Harrison County. Okay.
Continuing to follow the search for a fugitive in Kentucky, U.S. Marshals are still looking for 43-year-old Nathan Ginter from South Carolina. Just tonight, they increased the reward to $10,000 for information that leads to his arrest. Ginter has been on the run since last week. He failed to show up for his trial, where he was convicted on child abuse charges. He is thought to be traveling with 32-year-old Riley Pearson, also from South Carolina. Police have been searching the Leesburg community near the Scott-Harrison County line after property owners tell us officers first located Ginter at Hidden Lake Farm Campground.
So right here on the back of the farm, you got a connecting farm here that has that lake. That's where he was camping out. And then it's got a wooded area that's kind of blocked off here in the back. And then it's just open field here because we have the cattle here, some cattle back there too. But yeah, it's tons of wooded area to hide in, plus barns and whatnot.
Well, police say if you see Ginter or Pearson, do not approach them. Police believe Ginter is armed and dangerous. You are asked to call 911. And tonight we are learning more about the case against Nathan Ginter in South Carolina. And we do warn you, some of the details are disturbing. Just last week, a jury convicted Ginter of maliciously abusing his 3-year-old daughter in 2022. Evidence presented at a trial detailed the prolonged patterns of abuse over a 3-month period. What began with Ginter bruising his daughter with a bamboo stick quickly evolved into water torture. Prosecutors say he also used a stun gun on her, leaving her with multiple second-degree burns.
Did I just hear that right? Did they just say water torture? Did they just say he freaking water tortured his own child? The hell? The hell is going on with this guy? Yeah, find his ass. Find him.
Much of this abuse was videotaped.
His sister testified that he would do that over and over again, all because she would cry or ask him to repeat himself.
Well, there is an update on the little girl's condition. Lead prosecutor Anna Browder says she is doing much better and is now safe with other families.
Man, if you have a child just so you can abuse them like that and treat them like they're dumb, or you can just F off. Like, stop pushing adult ideas and social norms onto young children. They don't effing understand. The idea of a child is that you build them up like building blocks because they don't know anything. They're like a blank slate. You can't push your own ideals onto the child because it doesn't work like that, because they don't understand what you're talking about. Like, he got mad at her for asking a question or asking him to repeat himself. She was a child. That's what they do. That's how they learn. That's how they figure stuff out. If you can't handle that, then give the child back to the mother and you never see the child again. You take your ass somewhere else and live freaking, I don't know, in the Pacific Ocean or something. Can't handle people that do that. It reminds me of that guy. What's that idiot in the case of that missing kid? Hold on. Elijah Vu. That idiot, that guy. Jesse Loserface, whatever his name is. Jesse, I don't know what his name is. I would never bothered to fully learn it. He doesn't deserve it. Yeah, why the F is... Yeah, she must be crackers in the head too. Yeah, I'm glad the child is doing better. That's it, Jesse Vang. Those two sound like they come from the same school of idiots. Very much so. Hey, Leisha. Neighbors next door doing work with bloody forklifts. I can hear them right there. Why my neighbors have forklifts? I have no idea. Yeah, why do these women keep protecting these men? It's bizarre. Why would you want to go on the run with a fugitive? Maybe she thinks she's Bonnie and Clyde. All right, let me see if I got any more information. Okay.
Well, now an update to a crime alert we first brought you last week. WIS is learning that U.S. Marshals are continuing to search for a Richland County man who was found guilty of torturing his 3-year-old daughter last week. Authorities believe that Nathan Ginter is in Kentucky. Multiple agencies, as well as the U.S. Marshals Services, are continuing to search for the 43-year-old. He is believed to be near Harrison County, Kentucky. Riley Pearson, that you see there on your right, she is also wanted. Authorities believe she's helping him stay on the run from authorities. As far as Ginter, he's wanted on warrants of child abuse and failure to appear in court last week and has been wanted since he missed his appearance. In court, prosecutors say that Ginter used a stun gun, leaving his 3-year-old daughter with a number of second-degree burns, and he also used water torture to punish her for not eating her vegetables. Authorities say that Ginter is believed to be armed and dangerous. Once again, they are also searching for 32-year-old Riley Pearson, who's also from South Carolina. She's believed to be helping Ginter avoid authorities. If you have any information on where these two may be, you're asked to contact authorities.
You know, I'm a big proponent of an eye for an eye. Unfortunately, I am a little bit, especially with cases like this. I honestly believe when they apprehend this idiot, they should be like, well, the first thing we're going to do is do what you did to your daughter. So come over here. We're going to place the cloth over your face. You're going to lie back on the bench. And we're going to pour 50 gallons of water through the back of your nose and simulate you drowning. Yeah, now you see how it feels like, you and your friggin' water torture. I think, you know, it's a great way of dishing out some punishment for being, you know, convicted of his crimes. Retired RN says, well, now she'll immediately like to start to eat her veggies. She probably wasn't even about that. She was probably just unhappy at being at his house or something, and she was acting up. Marilyn Landis says exactly. I'm all for it. I'm all for it. You hurt little kids, great. We'll chuck you in jail, but we're also going to give you a sentence of water torture for the next 6 months. Once a day for 6 months. We're going to take you to the bench, get the cloth out, get the big gallons of water, going to pour them down your nose. And you have to do that every day for 6 months. Then you'll know what it was like, just a tiny bit, to be your daughter. It's a little bit different because you're an adult and she was a child. She has no idea why her dad wants to hurt her. At least you'll have an idea why the cops and the prison want to hurt you. A big fan of that. I think we should bring it back. Should bring it back for child cases. You hurt children, you get the same stuff you dished out to the child. Don't worry about human rights or whatever. We'll deal with that. We'll go to a black site and we'll deal with it. Look, I'm half joking, but at the same time, I'm not. I would like to see it done for child cases. I know. What do you think? You're like, man, he could be a great father if we ever had kids. What do you mean have kids? He's on the run from abusing a child. It's like, what do you see in him? He ain't going to be no baby daddy. He ain't going to be raising no kids with you. And even if you do get pregnant to him, he's going to be gone. He's either going to be gone or he's going to be abusing that child, or in jail. So I don't know what this woman sees in him. He better have a schlong that's made of gold or something. I have no idea. All right. Ping's language is starting to get a little bit loose, so that means it's time to end the show. There is a lot, but we can also say the opposite way. There's a lot of women, single moms, who bring dangerous men into their home and then don't recognize the warning signs, and then their children get hurt. We've seen that before too. I think you could say they're a match made in heaven, Danny. Hey, I love you all. We're going to get out of here for the night. I don't see any news for Gregory Lynn right now. I'll do one last search. It's 3 o'clock local time, just about. Yeah, no updates like all day today, which is the quietest it has been all week. It hasn't been this desolate all week in the deliberations. So they must be busy, probably watching that video that they asked for. Let me just check breaking news here. No, I don't. Yeah, I don't see anything. And then I'll jump off and they'll be like, hey, breaking news, they've got a verdict. And I'll be like, oh man, I have to start it all over again. Yeah, I don't see anything new. All right, hey, I love you all. Thank you for a great 2 shows tonight. I had a lot of fun. We'll be back tomorrow at 9 p.m. 9 p.m. Eastern for another early show. Then we'll be back for a late show. That'll be around the same time we're doing right now. And then, yeah, it'll all hit at once, maybe. We'll be back tomorrow at 9 p.m. So we'll keep an eye out on that case in Texas with that girl, that 12-year-old girl. And we'll keep an eye on this one too with Mr. Ginter, Mr. Water Torture Ginter. We'll keep an eye on that, see if they find him overnight tonight. Until then, until tomorrow, stay safe out there, please. You see all the stories I do. Hundreds a week we do. Don't become a story I have to read about. Be safe out there. And thanks for supporting the show. To all the new subscribers, I really appreciate it. If you think you're a subscriber, check your subscription status. Every week people email me saying, Ping, I was subscribed to your channel and all of a sudden I'm not. So make sure you just check that because YouTube likes to unsubscribe people. Until then, I'm going to go. Good night, everyone. Thanks to Reby and where's the other one? Where's Moonlight View? Oh, I can't find her. And Moonlight View. There she is. For helping with the channel. I appreciate it. Good night, everyone. Bye. Peace out.